In this video, I'm going to show you how to work in the style of Thomas Barbey. He creates all these really surreal images, often where images are merged together in some way. We're going to focus on this image of his eye with a scene edited into the iris and the eyeball. It's really straightforward to do. So thinking of it from a student's point of view, go away, take a set of photos of different eyes, nice close-ups, get a good range, and then choose your favorite one, making sure it's really clear. That's really important. Next, you are going to start by making that photo black and white. So I'm working in photopea.com just because I think it's really accessible for students. Lots of students can't afford to have Photoshop at home, but it's very similar. If you do have Photoshop, you'll be able to follow along as well. So go to Image, Adjustments and Desaturate is the easiest way to make that black and white. You then might want to adjust the brightness and contrast a little if your image looks a bit grayscale, which that one did. Increase the brightness a bit, increase the contrast a bit, just until you're happy with it. Next, you're going to paste an image over the top. I'm going to go for this scene here of a city street. It could be anything. The image that Thomas Barbey does has some dancers on a rooftop. That would work. You can go out and take your photos. It depends what you've got access to. If you have got access to dancers, it would probably be a good idea to try and recreate the artist's work. But actually, to put something different into the eye is good practice as well, because it means you're going to have the option to personalize it and make it your own. So at this stage, I'm going to keep it in color for now, because when you are a student doing GCSE or A-Level photography, it is good practice to show alternatives. So we're going to start with a color version. We'll save that. Then I'll show you how quickly it can be changed into grayscale so that it's more like Thomas Barbey at the end. So once you have pasted your photo over the top, I want you to drag that layer down so it's hidden. And then using the opacity just over here on the top layer, so on the eye layer, I want you to drop the opacity down so you can see that picture below. You need to make sure that that picture, your main features within the image are clearly visible within the eyeball itself. Okay, that's going to be really important. So from here, I want you to get the eraser tool. I want you to adjust it so that it is like a medium size and with 0% hardness. The reason for that is so that you have a really clear edge to blend with so that it comes out nicer. And then at the top, I want you to drop down the opacity to about 40%. Okay. So that we're not removing the full image straight away. We're going to do it gradually. And at this stage, because I know my image is lined up, I'm going to get the opacity of the top layer back up. Now, making sure I'm on that background layer, I'm going to start rubbing out parts of the image to reveal that picture below. I'm going to go carefully though, because I don't want to get rid completely of the iris and the eye outline. I certainly don't want to get rid of all of the pupil, but I do want to reveal that picture. So we're going to go nice and easily. And because I'm only on 30% opacity, sorry, 40% opacity, it means that I'm taking the image away gradually. And every time I do a new click, so here, for example, it's going to take another piece of that picture out. And it just depends how much you want to reveal. You can take your time doing this. And with every click, you will reveal a bit more of that picture. So I can see a person here. I'm going to reveal a little bit more of that one, perhaps. And a bit more of a street over here. Being careful not to take out all the eyelashes and all the details. Maybe a little bit higher at the top. But again, not too much. And that's it. That's essentially the basic editing completed. I could keep going. I could reveal more if I wanted to. I think that looks quite good. I could take a little bit more out here maybe to reveal that woman in the center. Maybe a little bit more there. But that would be my first edit. So I would save that as version 1. I would then go to layer 1 and make that black and white as well. So go back up to desaturate. Again, adjust your contrast. Probably increase the contrast quite a bit there. And that's looking pretty nice. Okay, so that's Thomas Barbey. I've got loads of other videos that I'm going to be publishing over the next few weeks to support students with their editing skills. All of them are linked to different photographers because in AO1 for GCSE and A-Level is one of the key things that you need to do to get those marks. And it's 25% of your grade. So make sure you're following. I've got loads more guidance. And do check out my websites down below. You've got Photography with Miss Wilson, which has everything that students need to support them through their courses. And on TikTok as well, Photo with Miss Wilson. I've got loads of videos talking you through all aspects of the courses. Check back soon for more videos.